Hey, record loving friend, it's Brian from TokyoRecordStyle coming to you today with a little bit of a rant. Many years ago, I bought Talking Heads' seminal album, Remain in Light, with so many masterpiece songs on it, Cross-Eyed and Painless, Born Under Punches, and he goes on, Once in a Lifetime, and more, produced by Brian Eno, and my copy is trashed. I must have bought this when I was 19, 20, 21 years old. It's got sellotape down here at the bottom. I bought it from Wax Trax for $1, and even the inner sleeve is just totally trash. I mean, it's like it's falling apart. And not only that, but it has scratches on the record. Not awful, but leaves a lot of room to be desired. And I played it not that long ago and thought, oh gosh, I should probably upgrade a copy of this. And I was at a record store this weekend, a really groovy one that I recommend you check out. Daikanyama T site has a really awesome, small but mighty record selection in the bookstore there. And I found a copy, a Japanese press of Remain in Light with this commemorative obi that is promoting their 1982 tour in Japan with Tom Tom Club. And it kind of adds to the image here, and it says limited edition of 2000. It was 2,000 yen originally, even though the obi is covering up the faces of the artists. It still works, right? It's kind of a classic, awesome. They've used the graphic elements of the cover to make the obi, and they've done a good job with it. Now, I'm not obi crazy, but when I saw this one and I saw the price and I saw that it was commemorative for the tour, I thought this is kind of cool. I got sort of sucked into the obi hype, and I thought this will be the perfect one to replace my copy that I have. And it also has the Japanese lyrics inside, which is always cool. And it has the inner sleeve, which has the reverse negative of the graphic, and then the tributes there on the back, and and all the lyrics on the inside. So a really great copy. I was very, very happy to replace this, and it sounds excellent, and no surface noise at all. I was really, really pleased. And notice I pulled out a brand new sleeve here. And this goes right into the sleeve, all nice and neat. And there it is, ready for my storage enjoyment. Now, I played a record for my kid today, and it was by the Japanese J-rock band Radwimps, and it's the soundtrack for a really wonderful movie called Kimi no Na wa. I recommend you see this movie if you haven't. It isn't from the Ghibli studio, but it's an amazing story, and it's super meaningful and powerful, and it'll bring a tear to your eye if you're a little bit sentimental like me. And it's got some great music that adds to the emotion of the story. And the problem with it that I have, even though I'm very happy to have it because it's in high demand and it's had a repress, and this might even be one of the represses, but these are expensive records and they sell for a lot. Now, I didn't need an obi with this, but it came with an obi, and it came with this kind of cuff obi. The one that fits. It's not an actual obi. It's not, obi means belt. This is not a belt. This is like a cuff, like an ear cuff, like those earrings, from the 80s. It just fits on here like this. And then try to get this thing into a sleeve. Try to put this thing and take it out into a new sleeve, and you will find that you're doing this kind of balancing act, and it won't go into the sleeve, and then you have to push the thing in here, and then it gets crumpled up, and next thing you know, it's kind of like, it's doing this thing where it's off, and then you're like, and then you have to push it down, and if the sleeve's not big enough, you end up crumpling this cuff style obi. This kind of obi sucks. And I want to appeal to the people out there who are making these things. These are no good. Stop making these and make the real obi. I understand that the real obi requires, some labor of getting it on, and maybe it's easier to package this up with this, but I'm just going to throw this away. I really think I will throw this away. It gives me so much frustration, and it doesn't really add anything graphic to the record. And also, I think it's a sneaky way of printing a record. Although this record is printed in Japan, I see records that are printed in Europe and printed for the international market, and then they get the Japanese obi on them as if they've been printed in Japan, which I think is disingenuous, and I don't dig on it, and it makes me like averse to buying those records. So this is an example of a crappy obi. I got a couple other good examples of obis. Okay, here's the real, Champorusu, Shino, I always forget his name. Shino, what is it? Kina Shokichi. Kina Shokichi and Champorusu. A little bit difficult to read, but the obi here is super fat and it's super beautiful, and it's in that style of it's been stylized, it's been well thought out. It matches the taste of the record cover, even though it covers up a lot of the jacket. It still like adds something to it, and some thought has been put into the aesthetic and the graphic and the colors and this kind of stuff. And it offers other records that are being offered here from the label on the back, and it's groovy. And this is a really groovy record. You should check it out. And I don't mind that it's covering up half the record, because I feel like it adds to the graphic sense of the record. Another example of a great obi. Takanaka-san's Rainbow Goblins. This is a really record that's going off at the moment. And not only does this record not cover up the picture here, but it actually it's like made to be camouflaged into the record. There's an obi on there, and the image of the jacket has gone over onto the obi in a very clever way, and it's got this beautiful gatefold that comes out, and the obi doesn't actually distract from it at all. This is super successful obidom. Okay, I'm very, very stoked about this obi. Another obi a record I love that I hate. Look, I pull this out, and look, the obi doesn't want to come out. It's this damn cuff obi. And I got to do one of these, and I got to do one of these, and you can try to tell me that it's not that hard. Just put it in there. It sucks. These things fall off, and I'm ranting, okay? It's a TokyoRecordStyle rant. I don't do it often. And this is so cheap and lame. I would rather just look at this than stick this thing on the side, but I'm too obsessed to throw this out, because it should go with the record. But can we just go back to the regular old obis? What's wrong with them? Why do we have to do this cheap, lame cuff style obi? So that's my gripe. That's my complaint. I don't do it very often, but it's not fun to take these out and to put them away and to know what to do with these. And there you go. It doesn't want to go in. You got to get the whole thing the right way. And okay. Thanks for indulging me. I really wish that people would come back and bring back the real awesome style obi, where a lot has thought gone into it. I'm really, really happy to have this one, and I'm really, really stoked on my brand new copy of Talking Heads Remain in Light with this really cool black and white obi. It's simple, but it's done really well, and I'm very pleased with it. And it doesn't distract from taking the record in and out. It's on there firmly, but if I want to slide it off, I can. But it's just right. It's just right. Come on, Japan. Come on, obi makers of the world. Let's get back to the real deal. All right. Like and subscribe and all that stuff. See you on the next one. Bye.